Right, I've never done this before and I'm dreading it. Okay, go. Cibas was 5 years old in January of this year, and we started the 9-month grant from the DTI by the Arts Council. I'm one of 2 part-time staff and we have 1 full-time member, and we've recently changed our acronym from Creative Industries Business Advice and Services to Business and Skills, as we realised we were delivering basic skills to the sector to support their practices and more often than not their sanity. I'm going to stand this way so I can see where I'm at. Okay, so this is just a quick shot of what we do. So we 516 clients as of November last year. The split is, as you can see, visual artists 17%, designer makers 13%, other forms of designers make up the other big bulk of 12%. We deliver in 3 areas, offering specialist advice, professional development and networking, and most of our work is delivered through one-to-ones. A quick snapshot of the age range as well. We have one 80-year-old who sells gilded art to religious venues across the UK successfully. But other than that, the biggest age range, as you see, is between the 20 to 50-year-olds. What do we mean and what do our clients mean? These are normally the questions that we are asked to help with. So we support in all areas that you can see there: marketing, web advice, artist statements, showreels. And what we try and do is highlight our clients' uniqueness and how they use it to benefit their practices, making them a successful business. We try and point out that their unique selling points are actually what should be switched on and not switched off when they go and see a bank manager or when they go and fill in an arts forum application. So we switch it back on. We try to encourage them to look at that when they're doing their marketing and their fundraising. To answer the question posed to us today, which was the state of the arts, my perspective is from our clients. I see them as the arts, and the artists themselves, or creative entrepreneurs, or practitioners, or slashers. We recently hosted a Creative Skills Festival in Portsmouth, and one of our sessions was using blogging as a tool. The artist leading the session, Yemasai Blake, termed himself a slasher, as in writer slash blogger slash photographer. This is a new term, we think, for the portfolio, which you can see here. Again, all these areas we try and help our artists bring forward so that they can see how they can apply them to their businesses, their arts practice. So basic skills satisfying the marketplace when we mean audience. Cakes. These were our cakes. We had these commissioned for our 5 years, just a couple of weeks ago. And again, this is an answer to the state of the arts. Well, where is Cibas at? Well, you've had your cake, and so have we. We have an uncertain future, no core funding except from project money from the University of Portsmouth, so how do we respond to that? We put on our Creative Skills Festival in a hope to see that we could make them pay to come and hear about professional development. Didn't really work, but it was a great festival. Our panel of experts here included, I'm never going to get through them all, so I'm not even going to bother, Arts Council, Creative England, Tyga, the Games Support Agency. It was a great session. One of the things that came out of it was this. John Newbegin said, "Why do governments keep getting it wrong with the arts?" His reply: "Creativity gives governments indigestion." Okay. That covers, I'm back up to date now. Okay, stop talking so fast. Change makers. Okay, what do we think of the future? Well, we see that these slashers are changing the sector and as such influencing new audiences. This organisation supports young people in developing their confidence, a key skill for the arts and a basic skill that we must embed from teenagers right up to the 80-year-old client that I see. The artists are innovators. The arts shape the future, as this document shows. A celebration of 60 visionaries in art, design, fashion and other creative fields, published to mark Thames and Hudson's 60th anniversary in 2009. The publication celebrates creative makers and thinkers who are redefining the way we and future generations will experience the world around us. New funding streams are replacing grants and are starting to be used in this country as successfully in America. We did this as being trialled by some of our clients, and we're waiting to see the outcome from them. Their strapline is Art for Everyone. Haven't we heard that before somewhere? Funded by everyone. For those of you unaware, you post a project on what funds are required and what they'll be spent on, and then individuals give donations and choose rewards. This is one of the many sites using crowdfunding, Sponsoring, Kickstarter, some of the others. Back to the question of the state of the audience, or as I say, the marketplace. Apps is what this is, in case you can't see. You can decide what show you want to see, buy the ticket, book a train, all from your phone. One of the questions, again, put to our panel of experts was, what app would you revolutionise your life with? Their answer was an app that you could go in a supermarket, GPS system would kick in, and it would take you to the shelf that you want for beans. Food for thought. So is the internet the cheapest and best form of marketing to the arts audience? Well, sites like Facebook can work for businesses. Artists sometimes communicate solely to their audiences through these sites. A good example is LinkedIn. Many artists use that now. Okay, this individual is arts and artists. They're resilient. They're bouncing back after an economic downturn, coming back into the marketplace and getting their services and goods back out there, and having the confidence to know that there is a place for them in the economic society and how to market themselves and their products confidently and successfully. Star Trek fans? I am. This is a changeling. I thought it was an appropriate image to reference the arts, artists and arts organisations. We have to keep moving on. We cannot stay static. So how is Cibas changing? One way to keep up with the marketplace is to offer advice by the minute, as this website does, an option for anyone with specialist knowledge. So by looking outside of the box, excuse the pun, at the range of options available as a creative, we can look at new ways of being a free ranger, another new term which replaces freelancer, which is to look at yourself as a whole project, developing your passions and your skills and selling them on a way that fits with your lifestyle and commitment. This is a snapshot of our new website. So we haven't quite got to the point yet of selling our services by the minute, but we have adopted the idea of providing advice online with a view to making something chargeable. Our site will go live in September and will provide advice, opportunities and networking, so watch this space. I want to end on this image by Victoria Melody, an artist who's been an observer for us at one of our Cafe Culture events. Tanya Hyde is Victoria's and other people's inner stressed-out office worker. She suffers from on-the-job anger that is increasingly rearing its head in a stress-filled office and arts organisation environment. So I end on a potential image of the state of the arts.